Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at the performance report. So for those of you that don't know, the idea behind the performance report is to allow you to analyze your alerts. So every time an alert is triggered, I record all of the settings at the alert time. Okay, so we've got the basic stats here, the date that it triggered, the alert name. You can see the score at alert time. You can see alert time. And if I scroll down, if I go across this list, you can see I've captured an awful lot. So you can see the way the goals went in. You can see that we've got the odds, the live odds at the time. You can see we've got starting odds. So everything that I've captured, shots on target, shots off target, XG if it's available. So the idea behind this is you can take it away and analyze it. Now, I wouldn't analyze it in this table. The table is just there for reference, but you've got an export button at the top here and you can export it. So the idea is take the data away, analyze it, use ChatGPT if you want, or if you're good in Excel, you can do all sorts of clever wizardry in Excel and try and tweak your alerts. So it may be that you're looking for both teams to score and you can see a pattern where actually at the full time they didn't score. So you might want to use this report to allow you to change your alert slightly so that you do get both teams to score. So giving you as much data as I possibly can. And you can take that away and you can analyze it. Now, one of the most requested things, believe it or not, on Soccerscanner was the ability to do this over a longer period of time. So by default, previously, you could only do this for 30 days. And the reason was I stored all of the information in an individual file per day. And in order to create this report, I had to open, or the script had to open every single file, look for your alerts, then get their extra data and then produce it. And this meant that we could only limit it to 30 days because otherwise it was just taking too much processing power. It also meant that some people who generated probably too many alerts, their reports would time out. So what I'm doing in the process of doing is moving this into a database. And what you can see is it's significantly faster. So if I choose 5 days as my time period, what will happen is the table will change. You can see that came back almost instantly. Previously for 30 days, depending on your number of alerts, it could have taken quite a period of time. If I go and look to all time, it'll probably take 5 or 6 seconds. Okay. Previously, that would have definitely timed out. And if I go to the bottom here and go to last, what you can see is I've got 258 pages worth of alerts. So you're probably not going to have as many as that, but you can see that it took me 5 or 6 seconds to get that. So you can select now what you want. So we've got 5, 10, 30, 60, 90, 120, or all time. Entirely up to you to choose those. The processing power is now done by the database, so it's much, much quicker, so we don't see the same problems. So I just click on 60 days and away I go. The second option I've got is giving you the ability to download it in different formats. So the old version of the report, you could only download in Excel. Now you've got CSV if you want to take it into Google Sheets or something like that. You've got the option to use PDF. Can't see many people using it, but the option was there, so I thought I'd use it. And the last one is JSON. So JSON is quite interesting. So there are a lot of tools out there that will read and analyze JSON, and some AI tools. Maybe ChatGPT would do it for you. So you can download it in JSON as well if you want. So select your time period, select the format, click export report, and it will be downloaded to your PC for you to do with it whatever you want to do. Okay, if you select a different time period, the table refreshes and export the report. So whatever you see in this table, whatever you've got selected up here is what it will export, and it will just name the file accordingly. So if you say Excel, it will say for 5 days, 10 days, so you know how long you've downloaded it for. Okay. The other thing I recently added was this alert analytics box, and I've not shown this on a video. And if you've not been into this page, you won't have seen it. But what this does is it allows you to select an alert, and it allows you then to click a strategy, and it will tell you how successful that's been. Okay. So for instance, if I click on here and I do new both teams to score 2, okay, no surprise, my strategy is both teams to score, and it will therefore tell you I've had 44 alerts. 24 winners, 20 losers, and 54.5% success rate. Now, this is based on this table. So whatever time period you have selected up here, that's what this table is based on. That's what the alert will be based on. So you can see here for 30 days, I've got a small number, and that's because I'm still importing the data. It won't be up probably till tomorrow morning. If I go for all time, it's imported a lot of the historic data. I now have a much bigger list. Okay, so the select alert button is now looking at whatever time period I select here, and therefore whatever's in this table. and therefore I can select, let's do first half goal. Let's do first half goal. So you can see I only had one of those, but hey, it was 100% successful. So it was obviously the problem for me is I obviously at the bottom here I have lots of test shots on target and all sorts, and they've all been recorded in the database tester two. Clearly you won't have as many as them, but you can see the principle behind it. So the idea is to give you a very, very quick overview of how successful your alerts have been based on this time period. Okay, I don't expect you to use this because there's no P&L because I've got no way of knowing what you're wanting to use. If you export it, you've got the odds at the time of the alert in this download. You can therefore work out how profitable it'll be. So it could well be that my both teams to score actually, you know, was it 54%? Maybe it wasn't profitable. Maybe the odds at the time of the alert were such that I wouldn't have made a profit. Or alternatively, maybe I'll have made a massive profit. Don't know. So it's too difficult for me to work out. But this is just a quick look at how successful your alert has been. The idea behind this page is export your data, take it away, analyze it, make your alerts better. And then the better you get your alerts, the more money that you're going to win. Okay, if you haven't subscribed already, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it useful, please give me a thumbs up as well. Again, that really, really helps. And if your friends are interested in betting, please recommend Soccerscanner. I'm trying my best to grow it at the moment. The more I grow it, the more features I can add. So, please help wherever you can to publicize it and let people know what a good product it is for a great price. Okay, thank you very much for watching.